I'm live. Hallelujah. I was getting a little bit worried there for a second. Oh my goodness gracious. I had to refresh the page and everything. Hello. Welcome to Tuesday night. I don't know what to call this other than let's chat live. Tuesday night, 7:30. You guys know where I will be, and I'm really glad that you are here with me. Let's see who all's hanging out today. We've got Lori and we've got Lissa. Hello. Join me from New Hampshire for about 30 minutes, and you have an online live class for your pharmacy technician recertification. How cool is that? Christina's here. Hello. Belinda from California. Lou is here. Hello, my friends. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Hello from Las Vegas. Hi, Meredith. It's good to see you tonight. Hello, Lisa. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you all are here and choosing to spend your evening with me. It really does mean a lot. I'm trying to figure out what the lighting situation is going to be because right now it ain't great. So you're going to have to just bear with me while I'm still trying to establish exactly how all of this is going to go. Alice says hi. Hi, Alice. Hi, Alice. Is she listening to me? Hi from sunny Arizona. Hello from Minnesota. Hello from Minnesota. Hi, Patty. Good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Brenda, hello. Okay. So as people keep on coming on here, as you guys might have seen, where's Gracie? Gracie is actually locked out of my room. That's not the door to the room. That's the door to the room. But because Eric is coming and going, I decided she's going to freak out if she knows he left because he came home from work and then he left and then he's going to come back and he might end up making noise outside of our door because we're still building furniture. We are still building furniture. We are this close. As you might notice, the bookshelf that I kept telling you about actually made an appearance. I'm in the middle of decorating it. We've got some pumpkins up there and some autumn flowers here. And then I think that's my little glittery pumpkin frame that says gather on it. So we're getting there. My husband and I built an IKEA couch together last weekend, Monday, last weekend. I think it was Sunday. Sunday, we built an IKEA couch together. I am pleased to report we are not a couple that fights when we're building IKEA furniture together. And he bought himself a desk. The guest bedroom is also going to double as his office because he does, in fact, have an office to go to. And tonight he is building that desk. But first, he went out to get some beer because, you know. So bottom line is Gracie's locked out because she's going to freak out if she's in here and when he comes home, whenever that is. Oh, shelves are looking good. Thank you. But Gracie is the star of the lives. I know she is. Glad to finally catch you live. You're still at work. I'm glad you're here too. I hope you don't get in trouble for watching me at work. Hello from Chicago. Oh, Chicago. Home sweet home. Hello from Wisconsin. Bonnie, where in Wisconsin are you from? I'm so glad to see all of you here. So, as you guys probably know when you clicked on this video, we are doing I couldn't come up with a topic, so it's like, you know what sounds like the right choice? A live Q&A. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We can do questions from whatever sort of topic that you want within reason, because I know people are going to come in here that don't normally watch Diva and the Divine. Within reason, my friends. And I actually think I've been doing like my YouTuber research and whatever. I do think that I have SuperChat live, and that is something that I want. I think I have SuperChat live. Let me click on the button and see what happens. Oh, nothing. I can send myself a message. If you guys want priority question answering, this is something that they suggest we do, we YouTube creators. So if you end up doing a SuperChat, I will definitely see your message and be able to prioritize your question. Feel no obligation to do it. It's just another revenue stream for YouTubers. And since I'm doing a legit Q&A, I thought I would at least mention it. So Super Chat is active. Waukesha, Southeast Wisconsin. I went to school in Kenosha, so I know Southeast Wisconsin pretty well. Hi from Maryland. Hello from Colorado. I've got people spanning all over the United States. Just joined. What is Super Chat? That's a great question. So Super Chat is a way that YouTubers can monetize their live videos. So what happens is if you it's on this side for you. Underneath where you're writing comments in your chat right now, you see a little smiley face and then you see a $sign. If you click on the Super Chat, you have the opportunity to help me earn money by getting your comments super chatted. It is something that you can choose to do or not to do. It's not a problem at all. It is just something that helps me earn revenue as a YouTuber this is her job, because this is in fact my job. So now you know what super chat is. And it's just, and what'll happen for me on my end, and I think you guys will see it too, like say my sister super chats something, her message will come up in like big colors and very large, so I can definitely 100% see it. That's what it does. It helps the creator prioritize comments, because they are very difficult to miss once you hit super chat. So that's what super chat is. All right, let's get this Q&A started, and Beth appears to be getting it started with this. I use iTrack Bites and just want to confirm that they incorrectly track fruits as points. All right, my friends, I say this very often, and I will say it again. Do not scan your produce. If you have a little bag of carrots and you go track it and you use the scanner, it's going to come up as points, because it is just using the nutrition information to calculate your points. So if you know you are eating a 0-point food, you can click, there's a little magic button that says this is a 0-point food. If you turn that little button on, it will automatically take the points away. However, if you are on, oh gosh, what plan is it? Hang on. It is the one that's the Weight Watchers Classics plan. I believe fruit counts on that plan. Which plan is that? I should know this by now. Oh boy, should I know this by now. Conquer Cravings. I believe Conquer Cravings. So if that's what you're following, Conquer Cravings, fruit counts. I think vegetables don't, but fruit does. That is the equivalent of Weight Watchers Classic. If you are following any of the other plans, Carb Conscious, Sugar Smart, or Better Balance, your fruit and your vegetables, as long as they are fresh, frozen with no added sugar, canned with no added sugar or anything, like just water or whatever, there is 0 points. I hope that answered your question, Beth. Tell me to clarify if I did not. Lori, on your regular YouTube videos, how do you make comments? On my regular videos, so if you're just watching my grocery haul that I uploaded yesterday, you scroll below the screen and there will be a place for you to write comments on those. Those I don't monetize. You can't super chat those comments. You can only super chat live chats. But you just comment below, and then I see them when I go and check my comments, and I do check my comments a couple times a day. And I do try to respond to every single one of them. You will know if I saw your comment, because I will heart all of the comments that I actually read, which is 100% of them. You're doing carb conscious. Beth, if you're doing carb conscious, fruit is 0 points. All right, we are clarifying on the fruit and vegetable thing. Question, I suffer from planner exhaustion. What is your favorite overall planner? My favorite, okay. So I'll give you a sneaky peek into my 2020. My favorite overall planner for years now has been the Erin Condren planner, because it is like, to me, Erin Condren is like Lisa Frank for adults. Like, that is seriously what it reminds me of. And that is why I was instantly drawn to it in 2014 when I first discovered the brand. Like, it is rainbow. It is beautiful. I'm reaching to get to my planner that's behind me here. Like, the month of September is purple. You can rainbow tabs. Like, it's freaking gorgeous. The theme this year, I'm a color addict. I absolutely love it. And this year meaning 2020, hang on, I gotta reach. Sorry, I'm getting real close here. Oh boy. I was sent, because while I am a weight loss influencer first, I'm also known as a planner influencer. And I'm on some of Erin Condren's, not like the exclusive I Get Everything PR lists, but I do get on a couple of the EC PR lists. But I got messaged by this brand called Kit Life, Keep It Together Life, Kit Life Planner. And I got sent their daily planner this year, meaning it starts in 2020. And I'm not mad about it. So I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to do a whole walkthrough later on, but this is the day. This whole page is a day, and it has places for your top 3. It has checklists. I'm a sucker for anything that gives me a to-do list. Anything. If I could check it off, I'm a happy, happy camper. It has places for appointments. It has a little line for you to write down how you're going to do your self-care that day, Be grateful, be active, and be well. So I'm actually really loving the idea of this. I haven't been able to dive in because it doesn't start until January 2020. And there might be one more planner coming out that the brand got announced today, but I don't know that I can announce the products and whatnot today because I have insider information. But there's one more planner that, just due to who endorses it, hopefully will be a very, very awesome planner. I'll give you guys a hint. If you know what this means, start today. There's your hint. But that I know nothing about it right now. So we'll see. But I mean, my Erin Condren Life Planner has been my OG, my love for a long time. Let's see what else. Beth, there should be an option to mark fruit. Oh, she's still talking about fruit. You're welcome. Question: what is your guilty pleasure that keeps you from working on your goals? Oh, for the love. So I could go broad or I could go very small. My guilty pleasure that's hanging out on my phone, stepping blindly, led faithfully. Rosie, right? I'm hoping that's right. Hello. So I am a nerd and I play Clash Royale. And this is a game that I've been playing it for like 4 years now. Where is it? The Supercell thing's going to come on real soon. Come on, load or don't load. That's fine. There it is. This game wastes so much of my time, but I love it. I love it. I'm in a clan with people I know from Chicago, and I have a great time playing it. And it's pretty much the only game I play on my phone, and I love it. And my guilty pleasure, I like to get lazy. I mean, that's what keeps me, that honest to God, that's what keeps me from my goals, is procrastination and laziness combined. And it is very difficult to overcome, and it is something I have not mastered yet, which is why I don't have too much content on it, but content is coming because I like to create content geared around the stuff that I'm working on personally. I don't want you guys to think for a split second that I am a pro at any of this stuff. I am working on it just as much as you guys seeking the content is working on something as well, which is why I create the content. The content is accountability for me, which is why I always constantly ask you, what kind of things do you want to see? Because odds are we're on the same page for a lot of things. And that while there are some things that I do have figured out, I don't have everything figured out. How to conquer procrastination and to not just like sit down and turn on Friends. Friends is another one of my guilty pleasures. I can watch Friends all day, every day. But those are my two guilty pleasures for sure. Question: do you have a day job too? Day job too? No, I have this, and I am a homemaker. So those are my two jobs, and believe you me, those take up all of my time. I was running errands most of the day today for stuff that I didn't even need. It was stuff that my husband needed, but because he was at work, I had to go and do it, which is totally fine. That is what is the job description of a homemaker is. It's my job to run the home. I do the cooking. Eric comes home from work and I cook him dinner, or I make him dinner that he can eat later if he's planning on coming home late, or I at least make sure there's food in the house for him for days like today when he knows Tuesdays is my live stream day and I'm not making him dinner. We eat on our own on Tuesdays, and yeah, so that's what I do. I am a homemaker. We are child-free by choice. I have my little doggy Gracie, who is currently locked out of the room, but it's just the three of us, my husband, me, and my little almost 3-year-old Yorkie. Enza, good to see you. I'm so glad you were able to make it. Keep the questions coming, my friends. Keep the questions coming. Just got done exercising. Yes. Good. Coffee and berries. Is that what you're having right now? Coffee and berries? That sounds amazing. I would 100% be having a cup of coffee if me having a cup of coffee at 7:45 p.m. was a good idea, but we all know that that's not a good idea. So I have my trustworthy water here. If you have water nearby, stop, drop, and chug, friends. So many of you talk about how you don't get enough water. So I'm telling you right now, drink some. Questions. Stephanie, joined a Y and took my first class today, strength training. I was wondering if this was the equivalent to the body pump that you do. What exercises are in body pump? All right. So you will know for sure if you are at a Y. Are you actually at like the YMCA? Because odds are Les Mills body pump is going to be on your schedule. Because it's at pretty much every Y I can pop. Like any Y that I have checked out has body pump. Unless you are in South Florida. When I was in my in-laws' house, I could not find body pump at the YMCA. There was one at the Gold's Gym. But so body pump is the way body pump is structured is the instructor will say you are at body pump, blah, 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 but it is choreographed. So there's counts. They will tell you like 2 and 2, 3 and 1, everything works in counts of 4 and you are choreographing to the music and every track focuses on a different muscle group. That's how you will know you are body pump. Now, is the class that you took like body pump? It very well could be. I have no idea what other classes are like that. I just know what licensed body pump is. Choreographed weight training. Bree, what's your favorite candy? Really good chocolate. Lindt chocolate is my favorite chocolate. I really like Kit Kat bars. I think those are my favorite. I really do like Kit Kat bars. Reese's are good, but I don't want them all the time. Crunch is good, but not all the time. Like Kit Kats, I could eat Kit Kats all day, every day. Freaking love Kit Kats. Butterfingers are also very good too. I found a random bag of Tazo Refresh tea, so I'm sipping that. Very good. Yeah, don't chug tea. Never chug tea. You don't need to chug tea. This is week 2. This week is a 2-year anniversary of getting to gold. Congratulations, Lori. You have it mastered. But you didn't the YMCA, but you didn't see body pump. See, I don't know what to tell you. Do they offer any other Les Mills classes? LESMILLS, because it'll usually say Les Mills on it as well. Question, do you write out your meal plans daily or do you do it for the whole week? So John, I have just started the act of meal planning. What did I do with that? And I haven't gotten very far yet. So like, I'm a total noob. When it comes to meal planning. And that is something that I'm going to be working on. And that is something that I'm going to be creating content for as I'm learning. Like you're going to get straight up meal planning 101 because I need meal planning 101 and meal prep 101 because I've never done it before. I've just now dabbled in it. On Sunday, I once again did some meal prep of taco salad, turkey taco salad for my husband and I. I made him a big container that was 2 pounds of ground turkey that was not low fat. And then I got myself 99% lean was on sale. I don't remember where I got it, but it was on sale. So I bought one for myself. One of them went into my chili and one of them went into my own turkey taco salad. And that's the only thing I prepped this week. But we also had HelloFresh meals delivered to us this week, which were wonderful. And so I didn't need to, I knew what we were having for dinner. But this is the extent of my meal plan for the week. And I haven't been following it at all. I'm total beginner. So I guess what I do now is I am the daily planner. Like I'll get up and I'll think about what I'm having and then work backwards from there. Like what's for dinner, what's for dessert, work backwards from there. That's how I'll do it. I want to get into weekly meal planning. That's the goal, but I'm so new at it. My thoughts on keto. I know that there are a lot of friends. I have YouTuber friends that are turning from Weight Watchers to keto. And while I fully support them in their decision and what they're going to do, I can't stand keto. I will never do keto. I love carbohydrates. I do not think it is sustainable long term. Eventually, you're going to need to put carbs back in your life. And when you do, your body's going to freak out about it. But carbohydrates are our primary source of energy. And I know that a lot of people swear by keto, but it's just, I haven't researched it a lot because I'm never going to do it. So I'm not a fan personally. I think it's a little bit trendy and it's a little bit of a fad right now. And I think that's why most people do it is because it's what's hot. It's what's going to get you hits on Instagram. I know it is working for some people and like I said, friends of mine included. So I'm never going to tell them not to do it, but I personally will not touch keto ever. Alice is asking because she has her Halloween bucket. Did she really ask me what my favorite candy was? Or did you ask for her? That sounds just like the class I took tonight. We used hard weights in a bar where we could adjust the weights. Equipment looks similar. Yeah. So maybe you took the YMCA's not licensed version of Body Pump, Stephanie. Jennifer, hello. Good to see you. Things are jumping. Keep the questions coming. In Canada, they call it muscle fit. They call Body Pump muscle fit. That's great. As long as you know what it is. One of my favorite home workouts on YouTube is Body Jam from Les Mills. Yes. Les Mills has got some good stuff. I tell you guys. So one time last winter, I did Les Mills on demand because you can do this stuff at home. You just need the equipment. But because I wasn't getting out as often as I wanted to because of the polar vortex, I subscribed to a month of Les Mills at home and improvised. And I did their Les Mills. Oh, it's not Core de Force. Shoot. It's the martial arts one. And I can't remember what it's called now. Core de Force is the beach body version, I think. I don't remember. But it's the martial arts. Like, it reminded me of Taibo. Guys, that lit up my entire midsection so hardcore. And it was fun. And it didn't even feel like I was doing that much until later. Like, the Les Mills stuff is no joke. And you'll be happy to know, which I'm happy to know. Not really you'll be happy, but my husband has started saying, he's like, we got to get to a gym. We got to get to the gym. I'm thinking next week we're going to get to this gym and we're going to freaking get my butt back in Body Pump. And I'm so excited. So excited. Just don't know if I'll be able to walk tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds about right for your first Body Pump class. Keto-ish. It's not sustainable. I was in a keto group, very motivating, but I love carbs. I can't do it. That's kind of how I feel too. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm actually going to do, one of the things I'm going to do in the near future is I'm going to go back. Do you guys remember when I did the Fab 4 smoothie every day for a week? And it was the Kelly LeVeque, the book I talked about last week, Body Love. And that's her way of eating with the Fab 4. That feels keto-ish. But it's not keto because as long as you make sure you're eating carbs that have a nice amount of fiber, like nothing is off limits, but the way she encourages you to eat it is if you're going to eat fiber, eat something, or eat carbs, eat something high in fiber, So make sure you're getting some fiber up in there too. So it's not just empty carbs. Have your indulgences, but usually keep up the Fab 4. So I think I'm going to do another week of those smoothies soon, just as another experiment, because I like to experiment. How is your reading going? I'm already starting to stress that I'm not going to accomplish my goals this month. Rose, I feel you. So what day was it? I have my little chart here. Remember when I did my goals, my little tending sheet? I've got my tending sheet right here. Today is, I haven't been checking things off. I have read every day since the 6th. What day is today? The 10th? So 4 days. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 5 days. I've done 5 days, and it's actually going pretty well. I'm about halfway done with my book. I read for somewhere between 15 to 30 minutes first thing in the morning. I get up, I grab my cup of coffee, I sit down in my recliner. Gracie hops in my lap, and I read before I even come upstairs. So my goal is to be done with that before the Start Today morning show with Rachel and Dave Hollis comes on at 8 o'clock. If all goes according to plan, I manage to get my reading in, come upstairs, do my morning journaling and whatnot before the morning show. Because you can't journal during the morning show. But so it's going pretty well. Take it one day at a time. One thing that was actually seriously life-changing to me, you guys, when it came to daily goal tracking was don't think of a missed day as a failure, but think of every day that you did it as a success. And when you start to think of it that way, like the fact that I missed the first 5 days of September, but I'm doing 5 days in a row now. Like, think of every day you do the goal as a positive thing. Don't think of a day that you miss it as a negative thing, because your goal is to try and do this every day. So every day that you do it is a success. Try and think of it that way, and it might take some of the pressure off. Have you ever tried Shakeology? Fun fact, I have a bag of Shakeology in my pantry right now. I have the strawberry flavored one. I've only ever made it with water, and it's actually pretty good tasting. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to thoroughly, and I haven't had it regularly. I've been drinking it every once in a while. I think I've only had it 4 or 5 times in this bag. Will I be ordering more? No, because it's $130 a bag, which I think is utterly ridiculous. But I'm glad that I have it now. I got it when I signed up for a whole Beachbody package. because I wanted the digital stuff, the streaming stuff, which is what I've been working out to. But I wanted to support my friend's business, so I paid a little bit more money and got some of the product as well. So I like it. It's fine. It's a great product, but I'm not going to pay $130 a month for it. I'm just not. No keto for me either. HelloFresh is my favorite thing for meal prep. It was nice. I've never made as many dishes in my kitchen as I did when I was making those meals, but it was good. I asked her if she wants to ask Brie a question. Brie, want my candy? Oh, sweet pea. My goodness, my goodness. Yep, that's what I want to do, meal prep. And yes, looking at keto, but scared to try it. I mean, Sandra, you do you. I'm never touching keto. I've switched to walking, training for a half marathon, so I just walk forever. Hey, do what you got to do, man. Fun fact. Am I back? Am I good? The internet freaked out. Let me know if I'm still there. Post weight loss surgery, your lifestyle becomes keto-ish. That's right, Christina. A lot of people follow the keto lifestyle because protein is the main focus of the food intake post-surgery. Yes, and one of the girls I follow who also had weight loss surgery is a friend of mine, and she eats very much high protein, not even high fat though. Like, she avoids fat too. Like, it's just very high protein. It's very her way of eating is very Weight Watchers friendly. Is body pump done standing up? Body pump is done standing for some tracks, sitting for some tracks. It depends on the choreography. You get down on the ground and you do push-ups. You sit on your bench and you do like tricep presses and tricep dips and all sorts of fun things. It has you everywhere. It really is a fun class. I was going to ask you about Fab 4. More Fab 4 content is coming. I love Fab 4 eating. I love it. I don't do it enough, and I need to start. Like, it's in the front of my brain. Like, you got to get this going again. Oh my goodness. Brianna, have you ever watched My 600-Pound Life? Your thoughts on the show? I have watched My 600-Pound Life. I do not like that show. It makes me very uncomfortable because it makes my heart sad that people let it get that far. And I just can't stand to watch it. I can't. Like, I can't do it. Christina, what are your thoughts on that show? I'm very curious. You answered. I didn't even realize you answered. My youngest sister is obsessed with that show, and I'm not entirely sure why. And again, Christina, I'd love to know your thoughts on it because no offense to my sister. My sister is a large girl, and which is why she had weight loss surgery. And but these people take it to a whole new level, and I watch it, and I'm uncomfortable for them, and I'm just like, what has to happen in your mind? Like, meaning no offense to anybody out there who is experiencing this, but like, to let it get that far, you know? And so I can't personally watch it because it just makes my heart sad and my brain confused. I love the show. What I don't love about it is people go on it for 5 minutes of fame, probably no intention of changing their diet. And that's what I wonder. How many of the people on there are like, oh, let's just get this out of control so I can be on TV. Come on, you know? 0 to 8 miles. Yikes. I did a full 13 last weekend just to see if it could be done. It can. Yay. Brianna, who is the youngest, oldest, middle in the family? That's a great question. I am the oldest child. My sister, who is in the chat, is the middle child, and the youngest one, who you guys rarely see, Deanna, is the baby. Have you ever thought of trying Blue Apron WW Plan? I got it several times and love the meals. I do actually have a free box of Blue Apron coming, not because the company sent it to me. Actually, our moderator, Lissa, had free boxes. And so out of the kindness of heart, she sent them my way to help, you know, with groceries and meal planning and stuff while we were getting adjusted to our new home, which was very, very kind of her. And we just did the HelloFresh box she sent us, and oh my gosh, I love the HelloFresh. I can't remember what meals I ordered for Blue Apron, but we get 2 free meals. I think at least one of them is a WW meal. But the problem is we're very particular, my husband and I, about like the flavors. We don't really like Indian food or curries or anything like that, or anything too spicy. So I have to cater what we order just based on likes. And a lot of the stuff was under that flavor profile that we don't like. And that's just totally personal preference. Nothing against the Blue Apron menu choices. It just they didn't have a ton on there that would have been right for us. But we are trying 2 meals, and I just can't for the life of me remember which one they were. Whoa. Some of these people should not have been cleared for surgery. Drop that cupcake. Ramona, how are you? Been doing intuitive eating and been consistently losing. Shifting the mindset has worked wonders. I would love to chat with you about that. I would love to know what exactly you're doing. What are the guidelines for that? I know like intuitive eating's not supposed to have guidelines, but like that's awesome. That's really great. Congratulations. Do you get tired of counting points sometimes? I'm counting calories now and I track bites instead of points. Yeah. I mean, I get tired of counting anything. There are days that I'm just like, I don't freaking want to do it anymore, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And there are days that like even today, I ate a little too much today, but that's okay because I tracked it anyway. Because now in my mind, I've finally gotten to the point of understanding that even if you don't track it, it still counts. So you might as well track it. Like, have any of you done that thing where it's like, if I don't track it, it doesn't count? I'm just not going to track this. And it took me ages, but I finally don't do that anymore. I just say screw it and I track it anyway, just so I know where I am, and not necessarily caring about the number sometimes, which isn't always the right approach. But at least I'm taking that step forward of just accepting, okay, so I had too much to eat today. That's okay. There's always tomorrow. But yeah, I absolutely get tired of all of it. I get tired of getting up and going to work out. Right now I'm tired of not working out. I really want to go back to the gym, but eventually it becomes work. And I haven't gotten to that place yet where I've become the gym rat. I'm hoping that comes back, like getting just psyched up about it once I get back to my pump class. But it'll be hard because I also have to adapt to a new community. All of my friends that I go to pump with won't be there anymore. But absolutely, I get tired of all of it. I'm in such a rut right now that like this live stream has been the only consistent thing in my life other than my husband. Like that, you know what I mean? So you are not alone if you get tired of things and whatnot. Watch that show and root for those people. I used to watch it while eating something bad. So wrong. That almost feels dirty, doesn't it, Lisa? Watching that show while but on the flip side, there will be people, I'll get messages from friends saying they're watching like Biggest Loser, or my mother-in-law loves to watch one of my videos while eating like a dessert or something where I'm like specifically talking about weight loss and diet and everything. And she'll text me a picture of what she's eating while she's watching my video. Nikki C, what's the Q&A about? I'm sub to you, but not serve the stream spoken. Anything. You have my full attention for another half an hour. You can ask me whatever you want within reason. But because my content is primarily weight loss based, you guys know I'm trying to expand, and I have other areas of life too. So whatever you want to ask, it's like your live Q&A video is what it is. Unless Enza answered me already. Our younger sister watches it and says she feels better about herself. She also winds up eating something bad while watching it. Oh my gosh. Just ask Brianna a question. Yep. That's what it is. Just ask me a question. I know it counts when you're completely off track, but it just seems like, what's the point of tracking? Reminder, I know, but I can't seem to help it. I totally get that, Rosie. I totally get it. Trust me, if you want to, it will help you get back on track. Like, I really, truly believe that. Like, if you're like, okay, I'm just going to track it. Once you see all the numbers, once you see your fit points and your weekly points and everything start to dwindle, it gives you that, oh crap, okay, rein it in just a little bit. And it might not always work. You might go off the rails a little bit more, and that's okay. But I really think that like admitting it to yourself and writing it down, and I'm motioning because my phone's over here and that's where my tracker is. But like writing it down really will help you get over it quicker. You know what I mean? Have you ever tried the Wendi Plan, and are you familiar with it? Yes, I have tried the Wendi Plan. I have one video on the Wendi Plan that happened not all that long ago, and I gained a pound on it, which can tell you one of two things. One, it was a bad week for me to do Wendi Plan, or two, the Wendi Plan will not work for me. I will probably try it again in the future just to see what happens, because I love doing experiments within my current plan. Like, I don't completely go, let me try Smart Points, let me try Points Plus, let me try blah, 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 blah. I'm doing this plan. I'm doing Carb Conscious and I Track Bites, which is Weight Watchers Points Plus. But within that, let me try Fab 4 eating. Let me try a week of the Wendi Plan. Let me try some, you know what I mean? I like to do that within those Points Plus guidelines. So I have tried it. It did not work for me. Doesn't mean it won't again in the future. I'll try it at some point, I'm sure. When you have a food slip up, how do you keep it from snowballing into blowing the whole day? Snowballing into blowing the whole day. I'm horrible about sabotaging myself and tend to be an all or nothing thinker. All right, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Today was one of those days for me where I didn't rein it in at first. Like, I'm done now. I did turn my timer on. Okay. I started the day with a Starbucks scone. I did. Started my day with Starbucks scone, which is fine because I usually let myself have one pumpkin scone a year. Like, I get one seasonal treat every year. And so today was my day for my pumpkin scone. And then I just ended up eating, what else did I eat today? I came home and had some ice cream. Ben & Jerry's was on sale. So I ended up eating too much of that. And then I had macaroni and cheese for dinner. It was a lean cuisine macaroni and cheese. It wasn't even very good. It looked better than it was. The cheddar one from lean cuisine, not nearly as good as the Vermont cheddar. The white cheddar one's the one you want. Ate that. And then I ate 6 macaroon cookies. And then I said, I am done. Like, I don't know what. And this was today, before I'm getting on here to live stream to you guys. I could choose to lie. There's no point in me lying. It's all in my tracker. I ate how many points today? Let's see. 48. 48. Oh, you can't see that, but it's there. It's there. Being completely and brutally honest with you guys. But what I did today is I'm sitting here trying to, like, all right, rein it in. I decided that today was the last day that happened. Because I completely froze. Do you guys still see me? Can you still see me? Because my sister is checking. And I was like, when I was eating the ice cream, I was like, this is your last treat day. And you need to get your crap together. And like, as soon as for me, it's you got to go, oh, my connection is unstable. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I'm going to take my phone off of Wi-Fi. But my husband might be using the internet. That might be the problem. So someone give me a buffering. Still buffering. I see you, but you're buffering. Buffering. Are you streaming something? Let's see. Okay. Sometimes you just you take it a step and, like, in control. My connection is unstable. I don't know what's happening. I was a grab a snack while eating The Biggest Loser person. I love. Sometimes your brain will click if you do track even when you're doing poorly. Barb, hello. This is how behind I am. Does anyone have the old manual calculator for Smart Points? Smart Points Plus. Well, do you want Smart Points or Points Plus? Took a lot of the WW tools with me. Nothing is off limits. I don't know why my connection's unstable. I wish I had an idea. Frozen, then I'll stutter. Had to fast forward to live. Ooh, try that. Trying to catch up. Double checking your WW app and Samsung app for calories. Very, very good. Good evening from West Michigan. Hello, Missy. I still write everything down. Oh, that's interesting. It keeps things in perspective. So Ramona is doing intuitive eating, but she's still writing everything down. That's very interesting. And I totally approve. I totally think that's the right move. Pumpkin scone sounds good. It's good. People are saying I'm buffering. This is how behind I am. Frozen, I will stutter. Had to fast forward. Can you get the points plus calculator online? Like the hard one, the real one? Totally missed the answer to your question. Oh, the one where I went off about how I ate. Say your question again, and I'll try to be concise about it. Funny, the face that's frozen on my screen is the face that says, "Get your ass to the gym." Yes, at least I'm frozen in a good way. Am I live? Am I back? Can you see my little dance? Give me a yes. Give me a yay. Do. Seems better. Great. Thank you, Rosie. Great. Awesome. Whew. All right. So keep the questions coming. Better now. Oh, thank goodness. I don't know what happened. I don't know. That's never happened to me before. My husband's usually not here, so maybe his streaming and podcast messed it up. I don't know. But what other questions might you have, my friends? You see my dance. This is my dance. I always dance like this. I'm teaching my niece how to dance like this too. She likes to dance. She likes to have me dance when we come over, and then I just make her do the most ridiculous dances, and it's really funny because she can't execute them properly because she's almost 3. Like, what is my favorite exercise? I have 2, body pump class and using the elliptical machine. Plain and simple. Because the elliptical machine makes me feel like I can run and I don't have to pick up my feet, which is super important for me. Because my running training had been put on hold because I really need that flat track surface. So as soon as the Y got taken away from me, I put the running on hold because I don't want to run outside or on a treadmill or anything. But I love the elliptical because it makes me feel like I'm running even if I'm not. Ari, the iTrack Bites password. Let me see. I've been signed up with iTrack Bites a while ago, forgot my password, asked for a link to be sent to reset. Says an email has been sent but was never received. So what I would do, I'm not an employee of iTrack Bites. Check your spam folder or email them and see what they can do to help you. I was asking about how to not self-sabotage when you make one choice ups. Okay. I started buffering right before my long thing. I was being super honest with you guys about how crappy I ate today and how most of the time I can bring it back. Be like, this is my indulgence. Now go have something healthy. And that's usually what I'll do is I'll be like, oh, if I'm having this treat, instead of going like, oh, now let's have this and this and this and this, I'll be like, all right, let's have something healthy, which is in fact exactly what I did today. After I had my ice cream, I went, you need to eat vegetables. So I had my planned lunch of the taco salad with lots of vegetables, lots of 0 points foods, super healthy and super filling. Did it stop me from later? No, it did not. My fasting timer stopped me from later because my goal was to be done eating for the day by the time I was meeting up with you guys. And that's exactly what happened. And so I would try to make sure that like if something is causing you to go off the rails, make your next choice a healthy one. You can turn things around with the next thing that you eat or do. The other thing I did today, even though I was way too overindulgent, did you guys see that I said I ate 48 points today? 48. Being, totally honest here. But totally losing track by someone saying, send a hug to the people of Brazil. I will happily send a hug to the people of Brazil. I will send a hug anywhere. I like people. But I also went for a walk today. Like, I was like, whoa, you got to chill out, Brianna. And I went for a walk, and I walked for half an hour, got all sweaty, got my steps in, came home to shower and get ready for this, but felt so much better and so much more in control. And I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm good. This is okay. I can move on. So the next thing you do, whenever it is you make your poor choice, then make the next one a good choice. Not a question. I just got an email saying you have a book royalty check that's going to direct deposit. That's exciting. Yay. Why do you call yourself Diva in the Divine? That's a great question. I feel like I answered this not that long. Oh, I answered it on Instagram the other day. I was doing a Q&A on Instagram. So Diva in the Divine is a name that actually my husband gets credit for. He came up with it when I was going to rebrand. I had an old YouTube channel and an old blog that was beauty specific. And when, life happened, and then right before I moved to North Carolina to be with my husband to close our long distance relationship, this was right before we got engaged. I decided that this was something I wanted to do. I wanted to restart my blog. It wasn't a channel first, it was a blog first. But I wanted to rename it, and I was trying to figure out something that I could incorporate more than just one specific topic. And I don't even know how Eric came up with it, but the Divine, because I made a comment about how I want to be able to talk about my religion without anybody being surprised by it, because it is part of who I am. And so, and I don't know about me. Do I do Brianna? Do I do Broadway? Do I do whatever? And he came up with Diva. And I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. My computer's getting real heated. I'm hoping that doesn't cause internet problems again. But so we decided that I'm the Diva, and then the of the Divine is twofold, because divine can mean like the divine things in life, food, pretty things. I really like pretty things. You know what I mean? And makeup and all sorts of things like that. And there's just the simple joys of life. Those are divine things. And the divine, capital D, is God. And so it's the Diva and the Divine. And without him, this Diva doesn't have the life that she has. And so it was just one of those names that just kind of encompassed everything, So that's the short story behind Diva and the Divine. Eric gets all the credit, and Diva is me, because I'm a music theater trained person, have been my whole life, and with that comes a little bit of a diva attitude. Although I like to think that I have my diva attitude in check most of the time. But yeah, that's Diva and the Divine. How many servings of fruit and veggies do you try to get in a day? As many as humanly possible. Some days I get 1, some days I get the 5 that you're supposed to have. Usually it's somewhere in between. What is my religion? I'm a Christian. Firm believer in Jesus. Jesus is my man. I usually have a cross necklace on. Today I changed it, and I have an anniversary present from my husband on, but I usually have a cross on. How long did you date your husband before you got married? We started dating in November, officially dating in November of 2011, November of 2011, and we got married January 2014. And we were long distance. I was in Chicago, and he was in South Florida the entire time up until we got engaged, which was May 2013. We planned our wedding in 7 months. He did good. I like the name. He did do good. I liked it. What else we got, friends? My computer's calmed down. Thank goodness for that. You're welcome for helping you plan your wedding in 7 months. That's true. I got married at home in Chicago, and at the time of planning the wedding, I lived in North Carolina. So my sister, the one who's here, Christina, I guess this is over here for you guys, was my maid of honor. And she and my mom did most of the running around, most of the planning. that we had 1 week from when I got engaged until I was moving out. In that week, we went to my church, picked a date, and got a venue booked in 1 week, the week I got engaged. It was crazy. It was a whirlwind. What else we got, friends? What else do we have? Waiting to see. Waiting to see. Any FAQs? What question did I get asked the other day? I got asked some really good questions on Instagram. Favorite classic hymn. Lisa asked me my favorite hymn on Instagram the other day, and I gave her a typical answer of In Christ Alone, which is technically a hymn, but it is not an old hymn. I don't know what my favorite classic hymn is because there are so many that like I don't realize how much I love it until I hear it, and I'm like, oh yes, that hymn. One of my go-tos is Christ the Lord is risen today. Also, Jesus Christ is risen today. The Easter hymn for Lutherans everywhere. Gosh, what are some of the other ones? There are just so many good ones. I would literally need a hymnal to flip through and there'd be like 20 of them that I'd be like, yes, this one. I love some good classic hymns. Let Us Break Bread Together on Our Knees is a good one. Here I Am, Lord is really good one. I don't know if that's considered a classic hymn though, but it's so good. Rejoice and be glad. That's exactly what I just said. Rejoice and be glad, blessed are you, holy are you. Oh, no, wait, that's I'm the Lord of Sea and Sky. That's a good one, too. Blue Book. My mom and I are hanging out in the Blue Book of hymns. In the Lutheran Church, there was different colored books. I love the hymns out of the Blue Book, they are much more classic than In Christ Alone, but they are more contemporary than Amazing Grace or Jesus Christ is Risen Today, or How Great Thou Art, which is also another good one. Oh, let's see. Has your husband ever wanted to be on one of your live chats? Fun fact, if you missed it, he was on for 30 seconds last week. He started the chat because he came in my office and I'm like, I'm about to live stream. And he pushed me out of the way and sat in front of the camera and was the first face you saw last week. But he hasn't necessarily wanted to be yet. I'm thinking I might be able to get him on here like for a milestone celebration of something. So we'll see if I don't know if it'll be like 25K or something. Maybe he'll come do a Q&A or whatnot. We'll see. We'll get him sometime, my friends. We'll get him. It's just taking a while. It took him forever to warm up to even being on camera at all for you guys. But when he realized that this was actually a serious thing I was doing, he warmed up to it a little bit more. Yeah, personal, you had lost 40 pounds and then regained some. I had lost almost 60 pounds and regained about half of it. Will you see your home decorated for fall? Yes, you will. It's not going to be elaborately decorated because we spent so much money on furnishing it. We got a whole lot of different new stuff that we're not spending a whole lot on going all out. But yeah, I'll share some of the stuff. I picked up a couple things like those little pumpkins right there, the blue and purple pumpkin. And I've got some fall decorations up in here, and then we're hoping to decorate really, really soon. And then you guys will get a little, this is where we put our fall decorations tour. Absolutely, if you guys are interested. Talk about loving Trader Joe's. I love it too. Have you used any of their foods for meal prep, like the Chinese food in the freezer section? I haven't used it officially as meal prep, but I definitely plan on having that for meals sometimes. I freaking love Trader Joe's, and I'm really ticked at them right now because literally 3 days after I went to a Trader Joe's, I keep seeing all of the pumpkin stuff that I was hoping was there pop up on Instagram. I was like, you guys couldn't have put it out the weekend I actually went over to Trader Joe's. No. Now all of my favorite fall products are out, and I'm so mad. But I don't, so like I said to John earlier, I haven't been really good at meal planning and prepping yet. I'm very much at the beginning stages of that, but I'm hoping to get better at it. But I definitely wake up and I'll be like, okay, especially now that my husband's home for dinner every night, I'll be like, all right, are you coming home for dinner or not? How does this sound? And some nights, like he's the one who requested I bring the pot stickers home, and we can air fry those bad boys in 10 to 12 minutes and just dip them in some soy sauce. We need to get soy sauce. I forgot to pick that up when I picked those up. Whoops. But so we haven't actually done any meal prepping with the Trader Joe's stuff. I mean, the turkey was from Trader Joe's that I used to meal prep this week. But I love Trader Joe's. I can go on and on about Trader Joe's. How did you feel when that happened? I feel like I can't get over my devastation. Enza, yes. Okay. So, I mean, quite frankly, I felt a little bit like a failure. Felt a lot of it like a failure. But I feel like if I didn't experience that gain, I wouldn't have the perspective that I have now. And I think the perspective on the weight loss journey that I have now is much more important because I'm much less focused on the number. I'm much more focused on my health. I'm much more focused on my strength. And it is becoming more about fitness for me instead of the number. The number is nice. And I am looking for, in general, the scale to go down. But my goal weight of 135, my mother and my husband too, but my sister can attest to it. It was too skinny. I looked like skin and bones because of my disease. I didn't have the muscle tone there to back up that weight. So I was literally just skin and bones at my goal weight. And I was so focused on that number that that's all I could think about getting to. And then when I got there, there were parts of me that looked literally anorexic. And so I understand now that it's a weight that is not healthy for my body. And so my goal now is to build muscle and to gain strength and to tone up. And whatever the number happens to be that is associated with that is my new goal. So my goal is to get generally lighter, but mostly get fit and strong and healthy. And so maybe my goal weight will be 145, but I'll have the muscle to back that up. I need that 10 extra pounds of muscle that my goal weight didn't have before. So it's just been a learning experience for me. And like second time down has been a lot harder and a lot longer, but you know what? It's because I'm not quite as crazy about every single point because I'm living my life while I do it. And that's okay. As long as I'm focused on it most of the time. And like I said, after today, I was like, I need to get in gear, and I'm going to get it in gear, but this different approach. I'm taking this different approach, you know? I love Here I Am, Lord. It's a good one. Mine has always been It Is Well With My Soul. That's a good one too. Christina being the cheerleader. Don't give up. El Shaddai. Okay. Don't plan on it, but it hurts. Need to find a gym playlist. Yeah, get yourself a gym playlist, Rosie. Like I have a playlist that I call Pump It Up, and it's just a lot of it is songs from Body Pump or just songs that get me real jazzed, and that's when I need like a boost, that's what I play. I lost 40 pounds in 2014. I regained 20 something. How do I get over it? Pretend the gain never happened, Enza. Just start over. Just start again. Whatever you weigh in tomorrow, whatever that number is, that's day one. And just go. You've done it once. You can do it again. Bye, Jennifer. Have a super week. Bye, Jennifer. Thank you for joining me. Summer See Me in concert last August. It was life-changing. I Can Only Imagine. It's a great song. I saw Chris Tomlin in concert once, and it was awesome. He was with Carrie Job. Carrie Job was his opener, and she is just the cutest little thing I've ever seen. Any plans for a 20K celebration? I don't know what I'm going to do, although it feels like it's going to be forever until I get there because my subscribership is literally going like this, and I feel like I've lost my momentum, which is, it's fine. It is what it is because I have you guys here. Like my loyal subscribers have not gone anywhere, which is totally fine. But like, it's kind of discouraging as a creator to be like, oh, come on, it's moving at a snail's pace, but it's okay. How about your favorite contemporary Christian song? I have so many. Top ones. I'm going to bust out my playlist for this. Top ones. Yes, I Will by Vertical Worship. Hands down. One of my favorites because my church kind of had our hands on it before it went public because Vertical Worship was nearby. Like their home church, Harvest Bible Chapel, was nearby. And I actually went to a vocal workshop with the two women, like just for members of my church, my worship team. The two girls from Vertical Worship did a workshop with us, and it was so good. And Yes, I Will is their first song, I think, to make it on the radio. Hang on, I'm looking up my worship favorites playlist. Where are you? Praise and worship faves. Here it is. So I love that one. I'm a big fan of, where is it? Tremble is a really good one. What a Beautiful Name. Super overrated, but it's such a good song. Living Hope is a great one. Exalted Overall, is also by Vertical Worship, is a great one. And at first I hated it, but now I love it. The song So Will I with 100 billion times. Oh, so good. So good. Now I just want to listen to my music. I have so many favorite contemporary worship songs. I listen to worship music more than anything. Light mozzarella disappeared. At Trader Joe's, it did. Apparently, supposedly, the nutrition information was wrong. So they're bringing it back in 2020. I bet you it's not going to be 1 point anymore. And Smarts Points people everywhere are going to die inside. Trying to catch up. You guys keep talking. I like it. Christina, yeah, you look gross at 135. Way too bony. Yep, and this is what I got for it. The weight came right back on. I lost 70 in 2006. Lost my mom in 2007. Gained it all back plus 25 more. And now just losing it all again. Sucks to have to lose it all again. But at least you're now 23 from gold. Lisa, that's great. You keep on doing what you're doing. What I keep saying, and I have to keep telling myself, is I did it once. I can do it again. I know how to do it. It's whatever's happening up here that's blocking me from doing it. But you know how to do it. A Mighty Fortress is Mom. Oh, I'm like, what is the good old Lutheran hymn? A Mighty Fortress. That's the one. Yeah. Saw Casting Crowns a few years ago, right before that weight gain I mentioned about. And a hymn playlist. I told you guys about them last week, I think. But, oh gosh, what were their names? Anthem Lights. Look up the group Anthem Lights. They do Disney, not parodies. They do Disney mashups and mashups of popular songs, but they do a lot of hymn medleys and contemporary worship mashups, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Anthem Lights. Look them up. Oh, man. Have you heard of any of the Weight Watchers changes? I've only heard rumors. I'm not affiliated with Weight Watchers. I don't work for them anymore, so I know nothing. I can give you my best guesses as to what's going to happen, but I know nothing for fact. I was worried you were stressed out when you were in temporary housing due to your move. You seem in better spirits. I mean, I was definitely stressed out. I'm still a little bit stressed out today. As I was, having my food issues, I was also like, why can't you just get your rearing gear and go work? And like, I even told a friend of mine on social media today that I'm really struggling to just like get back in my flow, but I know it'll come. I'm distracted by the after is well done by I'm WW Winning, which is a great name, by the way. Yes, that one's on my playlist too. I didn't mention it, but that's a really, really good one. Can't find the fat-free cheddar at Walmart. What's up with that? I have no idea. I couldn't find reduced fat cheese shredded cheese at Target today either. So Anthem Lights has a Tremble and What a Beautiful Name mashup. I shared that with my friends last week when I heard it. I sent it to the two girls that I've sung those songs with. I'm like, you guys have to listen to this, and I miss you. Anthem Lights. Oh, you guys know of Anthem Lights. That's great. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad that you were here. And the doxology would say, oh, I love that you guys know Anthem Lights. Thank you, Brianna. We'll keep going. Good. I will get there, and I'll tell you when I do. I like to follow you on Facebook. I know you do, and I see you pop up in the iTrack Bites commentary every once in a while, Enza. I'm rooting for you. I really, really am rooting for you. And like me, I'm still going too. I've still got like, let's see. I have about 15, 20 pounds to go. I do. Being totally honest with you, it's the slowest process ever, but it's because I'm taking this new approach to it. But we can do it. I'm right there with you, and we did it once, and we can do it again. So keep your head up, Enza, and we're all here for you. We're all here supporting you. A conversation about cheese and hymns. Random. That's what I figured the Q&A would be, my friends. Good night, Ramona. Thank you for joining me. I'm at an hour 6. So unless you guys have any other questions for me that pop up in the next couple of seconds, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because this was a lot of fun. I'm really, really glad that you guys took to the idea of a Q&A. Is this something that you would like to do more frequently where I just hop on here and you guys can just talk to me? Because that would be fine too, when you guys can just ask and I can just talk rather than coming up with the topic, because I've been having a hard time coming up with legit topics. Not going to lie to you. A few of the guys in the group of anthem lights have duets with their wives. Really? Interesting. I have a problem with night eating. Do you struggle with night eating? No, I do not, because I do intermittent fasting. My timer is on and I can't eat anymore. That's literally the only thing that solves my nighttime snacking. Good night, Sandra. Thank you for joining me today. Yeah, no, that's literally what stopped it. Is before I got up here, I was like, well, got to finish eating before my live stream because it'll be too late afterwards. And I started my timer and I'm done until, I don't even know. Let's see what time. I think 8:30 tomorrow morning. This is my 14-hour fast. Because I use an app, I use a timer. It tells me when I can go. I very rarely stray from it. If I'm ravenous, like going to die hungry, I'll eat a piece of fruit or something. 8:38 a.m. tomorrow, I get to eat. So that solves the nighttime snacking. I can't have food anymore today. I have stopped all of your nighttime snacking too. Yep. Intermittent fasting, man. It's great. I really do love it. If for no other reason to cut off your nighttime snacking. Like, if you use it for no other purpose, use it for that purpose. Yeah, just kitchen closed. Even if you don't want to call it intermittent fasting, implement a kitchen closed time. So say 7:30 p.m., you clean up the kitchen and you're done. You can't go in there anymore. That's it, you know? And it's hard at first, but it really does work and your body adjusts. Drink all the water. You can still have some tea or something, but just don't take in any food. You're welcome. You are welcome for sharing. Now I'm getting, are you coming soon? Yeah, my husband's trying to get me to come downstairs. This is a huge problem for me. I'm fine all day, and then evening comes and boom, hell breaks loose. Yep. What timer do you use? I use an app called Zero, Zero. Free intermittent fasting timing app, and it's wonderful. So I eat dinner, clean the kitchen, turn out the lights. That's the way to do it. All right, my friends, I am being summoned downstairs. I have overstayed my welcome by almost 10 minutes, but I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Tune in for the same time next week. I don't know what the topic will be. Send me some suggestions. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm on Facebook under Diva and the Divine. I am on Instagram under the same name, or you can comment on this video or any other video and let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight and letting me answer your questions. I really love them. You guys had some great questions. So take care, and I will see you next time. Have a good night, guys.